now I'm trying to re-floor plan it because we're coming in from the back. I was thinking, okay, we can come through. We don't have a problem going from the main room to one room to the hallways. That's not a problem. You're basically walking through a house. It all makes sense. You got a fear of the dark. You can have that anyway. You have a fear of spiders. You can put spiders anywhere. You know what I mean? You got a fear of snakes, whatever the case may be. It can be in the woods. You go into the doll room, and we can have the fear of dolls or animals or whatever, and do a really quick scare there. And then you go into the kitchen, which would be chopping up people and all that stuff. And
What's
that's
that
still
fear?
that's just cannibalism and gruesome.
Fear of what though? We have to call it something. It's cannibalism, but what is the fear?
I don't know. I can figure out what the fear of being chopped up is.
Well, nobody's must be chopped
Well, it's not
up.
necessarily has to be a phobia per se. It's just something that's scary or fearful, and that's fearful in my opinion. But what I was thinking,
especially if the doctors are chopping people up and using the body parts like.
Well, I mean, if you say it like that, just fear of doctors.
Well,
it's not right there.
I know, but it's not the doctor room though. That would be separate, in my opinion. And we can change it, but we have the kitchen. We have people chopping up. You got people cooking, whatever. But what I was thinking of how to tie this into the following room, which would be the crazies, you know, because we wanted to put crazy people in there too, right? We had thought about that. Is to basically.
Well, doctors too crazy, so you got doctors.
We're going backwards again. The kitchen is not doctors. It's just. This is nothing to do with doctors, because the doctors are after the crazy. It goes kitchen, crazy, doctor. All right, this is what I thought. You tell me if it sounds stupid. You got the kitchen. In the kitchen we kind of have a scene possibly where. Kai, can you turn that down, please?
Well,
all the way. Hold on 1 second.
Hang on. Can't help it. Just you say something and my thoughts go, so I didn't interrupt you.
You have one patient that's basically being force-fed human parts.
Becomes crazy.
And that basically makes them crazy.
Yes.
All right? Or you're torturing this guy, basically. And then you go down into, what I say go down into the basement, because that's what I envision. It wouldn't be actually down, but we'd make it look like it was down in the basement. And then in the basement area, you would have jail cells. Like makeshift jail cells, you know, and you have crazy people that are going crazy in the basement. And one of them's out in the basement with you, and you can hear them, you can see them, whatever. And then from the basement, you go into where the doctors are operating on the crazy people. All right, so that kind of ties in those two. All right, so you have the crazies and the doctors, and the crazies are the patients. And then we kind of see the transformation.
Kitchen, I'm sorry. So we're just starting to follow. So we're going from kitchen to the crazies, okay? Go on. Crazies to...
And then crazies, you see the transformation from the crazy people turning into these, they're basically being turned into crazy clowns. Or,
I can see that, okay.
Right, and then the final scare at the end will be the crazy clowns that are now been...
The idea was we talked about the fear pheromones and the phobias of each room. How do you tie it in together? Well, we're talking about a house that we obviously got doctors in making crazies, and the head chief doctor is going to collect your fears. So don't scream, because he will collect your fear. There's your head doctor right there. Creepy guy face. Come on. There it is.
Yeah, I'm not the creepy guy.
Perfect. Perfect, God.
So we got our floor plan agreed upon for now anyway.
Until the women get involved.
No, they don't. They're not in charge of this. There it is. Quick view.
I wouldn't say the women. I would say the rest of us. So we are all married for the most part. So let's not get in trouble.
You enter into the back, which we'll go outside and do some marking on the grass, and you'll see that. On this side, up and down, and come right up to the side here. So now, if you don't or haven't already done this before, you start constructing these houses. My advice is to get a plan and try to stick to it as much as possible, so you don't waste time reconstructing. But once we start putting things together, we'll be like, oh, oops, we didn't realize that won't work. So this might change a little bit, but hopefully it'll stay pretty much the same. Right. All right, so if you haven't seen the earlier videos, this is what we have to work with. This is our pallet today, or this year. We got the side yard. I mean, this is actually the backyard. We've got a canal bank that leads to a canal that has water in it, but not deep water. A lot of foliage, a lot of woods-like. And then we've got this large side yard. And that is where we get our floor plan. So, we'll actually start off by going through where the queue line will be, the staging area will be, and then we'll start marking the grass where the walls are going to be.
Can I come in your haunted house, please?
You must be this tall to ride.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Ow! I should have shoes on. So this is the side of the house. Obviously, we're going to be coming in. The queue line's going to be right here in the front. We're going to have the house decorated, of course. And then this is going to be basically the queue line, like I said. And then we're going to take small groups at a time. I don't know how many, probably no more than 6. And they're going to be pulled in group by group into the patio here. We have to build a ramp to go over the staging area. Or, I'm sorry, the curb. And then this is going to be the staging area. Okay. The haunted house is going to be right here. This is the edge of the haunted house. We're going to clear all this out and we're going to walk through the woods there where Todd is. We have to build a path through the woods, clean all that out. And we're going to come back. And you're basically going to enter or come right up through here and enter the house straight on here. This is where the front door is going to be. And you're going to have a facing.
That's cool as hell with everything covering. Put your pepper trees here, block this off. We'd have to make, if we can do it, we'd have to make it somehow make a fence straight across. I mean, some major braces so they can lean on it. So there's no way they can go on that ditch down in there. So they come in or as much as we can in and around those trees, over there, and come straight around here. Down here, now there's scary crap right here. This is scary late at night. Okay? Go up here, make this turn, and leave this just like this. Of course, take all this off, so there's no chance that anybody can hurt themselves on this. From here, get straight in, and there's the haunted house. Then you're into it.
Alright, minus the staging area, the queue line, and walking through the woods because it's not cleared yet. This is basically a quick walkthrough, pre-construction. We just outlined. Coming into the facade, I'm going to try to keep the cameras pointed down as much as possible so you can see the floor plan. We're coming into the foyer. What are you pointing at?
Would you like to know?
You got this foyer room. The door that enters into the hallway. Where Todd is standing here is a scare hallway, so we'll have drop panels. We'll also possibly have a scare over here on this side. Coming into the dark room. Big open empty room. Lights go out. You don't know where to go. Over a few seconds, dim light comes on to show you the exit. Into the long hallway. Come right through here. Down this way. Another scare. Here. Here. That's pretty scary. And now, ignore the middle line, but you've got a long hallway. Again, you got the glory hole. And you got the scare hallway, actually on both sides, all the way down. Turning the corner into the doll room. Decent sized room. You have the bed in the corner. The person comes out from under the bed.
We don't want to tell you everything, but this is going to be one of the creepiest rooms.
Coming this way. Door opens this way. Into the kitchen. Could be a kitchen, dining room, I don't know. The transition from the kitchen to the basement through this little hallway. You got this large open room with a basement. Probably walk over in this general direction. You've got the scare wall over here. You've got cells over here. Alright, this is another scare area, emergency exit going down to the exit. Door opens this way into the claustrophobia room. You walk down this, the walls cave in. Making the turn into the surgery, the operating room. And into the final theme, which is the clown area, clown room. Maze, obstacle, whatever the case may be. To the final exit. Out back into the front. So, that was a 3-minute video. Just to walk in through the 3 minutes. We'll probably say that the whole scare will probably take about 5 to 7 minutes with the delays, and that's actually a pretty decent time.